Alexandria is known for being an ice cream loving city, but how did we make it in the days before refrigeration? Well, it starts with many of the same ingredients, plus some ingenious technology, heavy lifting, and a hole in the ground. Let's take it back to the beginning, all the way to 1792. We start here, at the Potomac River. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the river would freeze over. This sounds pretty inconvenient for a bustling port city, but the ice was vital to local commerce and hospitality. Harvesting and storing ice was a difficult and expensive process. These labor-intensive tasks were typically relegated to people enslaved by wealthy Alexandrians who had the means to store the ice. These enslaved men would go to the river and cut out 3 by 3 foot blocks of ice and then put them on a wagon or sleigh for transport. John Gatsby, for example, used the ice to chill glassware and, of course, make ice cream at his tavern. But where would he store the ice? Here. This ice well was built with the 1792 tavern on the corner of Royal and Cameron Streets. Ice wells were the urban version of an ice house that you would see on an estate or plantation. Access to ice elevated the status of this hospitality business. A tavern with fancy offerings would attract fancy and rich clientele, and if they really wanted to show off, then ice cream was the perfect treat. Much like ice harvesting, the churning, mixing, and preparation of ice cream would have been done by the enslaved kitchen staff. In addition to modern flavors like strawberry and vanilla, you might also encounter savory flavors like Parmesan, asparagus, and oyster. Ugh. This ice well is 11 feet deep and 17 feet in diameter, with a domed ceiling and a sidewalk-level trapdoor. The domed structure prevented condensation from dripping onto the ice blocks. They used hay to separate the layers of ice, and the cubes were packed together to help reduce melting and reduce the amount of surface area they occupied in the well. All that makes me pretty thankful for refrigeration. What's your favorite ice cream stop in Alexandria? Tell us in the comments, and thanks for joining us on this chilly adventure in Alexandria.